Activated.
Analyzing.
Update complete.
Like most things I research, when taking a look at an event, such as Operation Return, you have to look at what precipitated it. It's easy to forget that Operation Return was executed early in the war. The conflict had only been going on for a few months, and Starfleet was losing incredibly badly. If Bashir is to be believed, the Federation only had a 37.2% chance of winning. Hell, when the 7th Fleet was sent in with 112 ships to stop the Dominion curb stomp of the Federation and score a much-needed victory, only 14 ships survived. The 7th Fleet had lost over 87% of its fighting force. Starfleet had been pushed back so far that, in fact, there were discussions on how fighting had been occurring on the Vulcan border. Even if we are generous and say that Damar was talking about the borders of the Vulcan sector, this would put the Dominion probably right around here, deep in Federation space, to say the least. Additionally, let's add on that the Dominion was not appearing to be the conquerors that the Federation had proclaimed. And now you have a very bad situation. Bajor had signed a mutual agreement of friendship with the Dominion, and the Dominion was holding its bargain. As far as any other power could see, Bajor was their friend. It looked to both the Alpha and Beta Quadrant powers that the Dominion could be trusted, and that their argument was with the Federation and the Klingon Empire only. For many governments, this was all looking up and up. The Federation was being destabilized, and the new quote-unquote superpower apparently was willing to play nice with its neighbors. And now you have this war where both sides pummel each other into oblivion? Who loses? This was also starting to have an impact on Starfleet officers. Morale was at an all-time low within the ranks. Even though I think Jadzia was probably being a little bit hyperbolic, she would be noted as saying, even the Klingons are starting to wonder if we can defeat the Dominion. Now, I don't think that would have been the Klingon mentality, but I do think that the Klingons probably were beginning to look towards a glorious death versus a glorious victory. I know I keep belaboring this, but the Federation and Klingon Empire were about to lose the Dominion War, within months of it starting, and arguably being started by the Federation. So, something did have to be done. I mean, low morale can be as much of a defeater for a military as much as any enemy tactic, so there had to be a victory. And a major one at that. The Dominion would need to suffer a major defeat to show that Starfleet wouldn't be destroyed so easily. So a plan was put together and conceived by Benjamin Sisko, and it would do just that. Benjamin suggested taking the bulk of the defensive fleet and making an all-out attack on Deep Space Nine. The objective was to retake the station. The Admiralty was, understandably, pretty trepidatious about this. The attack would pull fleets from strategic borders, leaving Earth open to attack. While it's not stated, we do know that fleets were also pulled from Vulcan, so I believe that Vulcan was probably a pretty prime target as well. And if Vulcan and Earth fell, that would leave much of the Federation open for conquering. This plan was betting everything on black, and having nothing left if you lose. Hell, this plan was so daring that even the Klingon Empire didn't want to dedicate forces to the battle. It would drain resources from too many other fronts. Though Sisko did argue, correctly, that while Earth was the capital of the Federation, and of course the Klingons had other fronts they had to protect, these weren't the keys to the Alpha and Beta Quadrant. The Dominion could take Earth, the Dominion could take Vulcan, but if they lost the wormhole, they've lost any chance of reinforcements. Ultimately, Benjamin would be able to persuade the admirals of how vital Deep Space Nine was. It would be semi-fortunate that the fleets were gathering when they received word that the Dominion had found a way to bring the minefield that was stopping the near limitless amount of Jem'Hadar down. I say it'd be semi-fortunate because the Federation alliance would not be completely ready. Starfleet's 9th Fleet would not be there in time, nor would the Klingons. Starfleet had run out of options. They would push with the forces they currently had. The fleet of the Federation would find itself outmatched 2-1. 1,254 Dominion ships would bear down onto Starfleet's meager 627. Benjamin Sisko would order the fleet forward. They had to punch a hole through the Dominion ranks and make for the wormhole. Stay tuned, guys, because I'm going to be doing a complete breakdown on this battle on the next Lore Reloaded. Shout out today to the Lore Reloaded live shows. As of this video, if you guys want to come hang out, the channel has Lore in the Past at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesdays, Geek Breakdown at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesdays. Sometimes I play Star Trek Online or other games at 9 p.m. on Saturday, and you guys are welcome to join. And the Lore call-in show that is actually now a live show, so if you guys want to actually talk to me, come one-on-one, definitely show up on Sundays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't forget to drop by and say hi.